Good evening and welcome to TTRP Theatre. I am Mark. I will be your handler for this evening. We are playing Impossible Landscapes, a campaign for Delta Green. Uh, yeah, I just said to them, I hate this bit, so we will carry on with introductions of everyone else. They'll tell you who they are, who they're playing, and shortly after that, we'll get started. One quick warning: this game does deal with kind of darker topics, mental health, but not real world mental health. So anything that's here is not meant to be a depiction of real life. Okay. Anyway, so we will start with Jason. Who are you? Who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Jason Fryer, writer, game designer, and general curmudgeon. I work on Cult of Divinity Lost and other role-playing games. Tonight, I'll be playing Nathan Gray, CIA ex-Delta officer, basically. That's had an experience and is now trying to figure out how to keep people safe any way he can.
Excellent. Then we shall go to the other end. Lenny, who are you?
Hello, I am Lonnie, a small variety streamer on Twitch, and I will be playing Ellen McCoy, a nurse at Healing Hands Hospital that has gotten herself into some craziness.
And Chiara.
Hi, I'm Chiara. I will be playing Magdalena Bella, Piercer, and I have absolutely no idea what is gonna happen here.
Tim, my friend.
Good evening, I'm Tim. You've seen me around here before, and you can watch and see some other stuff I've been in here also. Please go look at YouTube. I am playing Professor Matthew Silver of Miskatonic University. Historian, a little bit of anthropology, just kind of a dabbler in a lot of things. And questions history as written is probably one of his biggest things.
And last but not least, the long-awaited Paco.
Hi, my name is Francisco, but my friends call me Pacho or Paco. Either way is fine. I'm playing Noah Belafonte. He's an FBI agent with something sordid happened in his past, and he's now trying to follow clues leading to the yellow spectrum, so to speak.
And with that, we shall begin. Nathan, Ellen, Noah, you're all Delta Green agents. You're all used to getting messages and instructions in unusual ways. Maybe it was a meeting that you were meant to, that wasn't meant to have happened, but suddenly you're getting reminders for, or a letter in the post from a dead relative telling you to be in New York on the, and see, this is where it starts, in August of 95. You all know each other, although Ellen is the newest agent, and this is her first actual mission with Delta Green. Nathan, you've been told that you've all to meet up in Washington Square Park at 4:45 with Agent Marcus of Cell M. You know him, you've spoken to him before. He is one of the chains the chains of communication you have in Delta Green.
All right.
Matthew, a few days ago, sitting in your office, what's it like there?
It is just cluttered with papers laying about everywhere, open books of ancient writings and scripts, history. I mean, the floor is stacks of books, excuse me, hands in front of the screen, stacks of books, about chest high piles. Some have tipped over. Looks like he slept on the couch a few days. But right now you'll find him just looking over just paperwork and opening an ancient book like he's trying to decipher it.
There's a knock at your office door.
Yeah, come in. Be careful not to knock anything over. I got it organized.
It's James, one of the young TAs. He's looking very nervous. Professor Silver, there was a man here and I took something for you. I'm really sorry. It looks like you've got a summons for court in New York. He hands
Let
you
me see that. What do you mean signing for stuff like this for me? God damn it.
kind of shakes as he hands it over. And you see on it, very official looking, has your name. And in the top corner, small green triangle. And it contains the date and time when you're to meet.
Damn it, what time? I only got a couple. They're fucking gonna cost me premium to get an airplane ticket. God damn it. And he sees the date and then prepares to get ready, if it needs to be immediate or not.
I have completely forgotten everything, as I said, so I've lost the bit where I need it. Because that's how I roll.
I'm assuming I will either have to take a airplane and or maybe drive the car down the coast from Maine. Might be a little bit of a drive.
It's the 8th of August for you, and you have to meet at 4:45 in Washington Square Park on the 10th of August. Magdalena, where are you?
Well, I guess I'm at the studio, as I usually am. Checking in with Antonia if there's anything more to do for the day.
He looks up, he's kind of busy and says, no, you can go home, but there was a delivery for you earlier. You got a new love interest?
A delivery?
Yeah.
No, you know I don't have time for that right now. Show me the delivery. Where is it? Wait, did you tell me before? What are you waiting for?
I was busy. You hear the buzzing of the needle.
Give it to me. Come on.
He points over towards the front desk. There's a large bouquet of flowers with a card sticking at the top.
Why, I pick up the card? Who is that from? What the fuck?
You see on the card an embossed green triangle. You know this, you've been warned that you could get things like this. And inside, just a short message talking about the date you're to have on the 10th of August.
What? Are those weird... Why the flowers, though? Antonia, I think I'm gonna go home right now. Can you take care of those? I don't know if you want to have them. I certainly don't. Like, just get rid of them, please.
Yeah, sure. Tina will love them. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm gonna head home. And I take the card with me and walk down the street towards my apartment.
Forgot, where does Maggie live?
She lives on the 3rd floor of a... Well, it's not a bad apartment building. It's okay. She has 2 windows. Both show to a brick wall that's 1 meter or roughly in touch distance from her window. It's clean. It's nice. It works. You can sleep there.
And what city?
In New York City. We are in New York. So reaching that appointment I seemingly now have should not be a problem. I'm just very confused what these fuckers want from me.
Nathan, you've had you've had your summons. How do you get ready to go to New York? What's your plan? How do you let the others know they need to be there?
I guess I just contact them our regular, or through a drop or through phone, depending on what's going to be easiest to make sure that they're there. I'm assuming we're getting tickets and such. So
yeah, everything gets reimbursed or put it in the first place.
Yeah, then in the post they get their, they get their the message, they get the time, they get the plane tickets. Just be there, bring, and bring your equipment. Going to New York, and then I, get my stuff ready. I guess I'm probably in DC at this point.
Yeah, so it's not too far for you.
Yeah, I'll take the train. That way I can make sure that everything, isn't going to be searched. So.
Yeah, sounds good. Ellen, what do you do when you get the notice that you have to go?
The main thing she's going to do is regrettably contact her ex-husband to make sure that their daughter has a place to stay while she goes to New York to take care of what she needs to take care of.
Ellen, this is not my weekend. Come on, this is not fair.
Listen, I know this is very important. Just it
always
holiday.
is, isn't it? Yeah.
Just let her stay for a couple days. It's a holiday. She's not missing any school. Just
okay.
This once.
Just this once, yeah. Okay. You make sure and call her.
I always do when she'll be fine.
Hands up.
And she starts packing her things and Yuri's bag as well, and drops her off at Jasper's place, and then immediately goes to the airport.
Noah, you get the call. How do you prepare for New York?
I take I take a briefcase, a very old briefcase that was from my father's. And within the briefcase pack, just a few things, just a shirt, a couple of ties, my notebook, a very good old notebook, which I constantly take notes about yellow stuff. The notebook itself is yellow. I'm eating some vignettes with cafe au latte. Every morning, I always have a petit déjeuner like that. Just vignettes and cafe au lait. I'm thinking about the green triangle. I turn to that time and time and again. I give a mouthful and look at the triangle. And with my finger, I trace it. I make a phone call, very brief, to Anna, my cousin. I will miss you.
Noah. Where are you going?
To New York. Damn. I hate that city.
But you're going to miss the party.
I think yes. You know how it is. But I promise I will keep in touch. I promise I will call you as soon as I can.
And I want a present. Something good this time. Don't a snow globe.
I hope everything goes okay. I don't like the north. Too wintry. So cold.
Yeah, wrap up warm.
Give
me a call when you're back.
as always. Love you, Cass.
You too.
The final cup. Close the briefcase. And go to the airport to buy some tickets.
The 10th comes. Weather is, tail end of summer. It's not really hot, but not cold. Fairly windy. Okay, I've been told it's hot in New York, and obviously I don't care. In my world, it's not. In 1995, it was not that hot.
No.
I was 14. Amend what I just said is really fucking hot, and you're all roasting. Now you're paying for it.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. The park is full of people. Lots of performers, food stands, children playing, running about. Do you arrive together, Selene? Or do you arrive separately to the park?
I'll make sure that the three of us arrive at the same time because I've got a newbie in the group.
Well, discuss then. Tell them what you want to tell them. Get your setup.
Yeah, we'll meet before going to the park. Probably like what do they call them? Starbucks was starting up around then, wasn't it? I think there's one on
so.
every corner. Yeah.
Yeah, we even had them in Glasgow then, I'm pretty sure. So we'd definitely be in New York.
So I'll be waiting and for them to arrive, and I'll be in like a loose Hawaiian shirt, really tacky shorts, running shoes, looking like I've probably just been, gotten off a plane from Hawaii or some other tropical island. Sitting there chewing on a match, one of those long wooden matchsticks, watching the street.
Ellen will be late because she is still trying to figure out the timing of things. So she will end up coming last, and she will be wearing I wouldn't say a bit like business casual, but maybe like a t-shirt and some jeans. She just kind of threw stuff in her bag and this looked presentable. So that's what and then her hair will be pulled up.
Noah? So I guess that's you showing up.
Hey, how are you, man?
Hey, I already ordered for you. Don't worry about it. Have a seat.
Thank you. This
If
place...
as a player question, I'm assuming Noah and I have worked together before, so do I know?
Yes.
Yeah.
You would know each other quite well.
Yeah, for simplicity's sake.
How was the flight?
The flight was good. The destination, I look around, not so great. I hate this place.
Oh, yeah, it's too goddamn humid. What are you gonna do?
Well, let's just wait for the newcomers to the game, and we shall see.
You met Ellen before?
Nope. From some digging I've made, I understand that she's a nurse, an ER nurse, I think.
Good. Hopefully we won't need her, but it's good to have her along.
Yeah. It's nice to have someone that can stitch you, at least outside.
Well, let's make sure that we don't get any bullet holes or extra holes this time, okay?
Hopefully.
She will arrive at that point and kind of like, oh, sorry. Hey.
Also,
Hi.
Hey, Ellen.
I stand up, pull out a chair. Ellen, good to meet you. Have a
Nice
seat.
to meet you.
So, you're a nurse, I hear.
Yes, I went to nursing school at Mountain Ridge University, and I just wanted to help people. So that's the field I fell into.
Well, that's what we're going to be doing today, hopefully. Helping people. Noah, I want to make sure, are you packing today?
Oh, yes, I think there's always going to be mazes around the corner to buy a couple of pants or something. Oh, sorry, Ellen, please, excuse me. My name is Noah.
Nice to meet you. I'm Ellen, and you're Nathan.
Yeah.
Right.
Just call me Nate. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
So what if you just give me a rundown? Tell me about you.
I'm recently divorced. I have a daughter who just turned 8. And that's pretty much it for me. I've been doing nursing since I've been working as a nurse since I was like 27. So it's been
Okay. Well, welcome to the group. I just want you to know that there's probably going to be some confusion today. Maybe it's going to be a little weird for you. Don't worry. Just let go of your doubts. Trust in the system. Trust in the people beside you. Don't worry. We'll take care of it. You'll get used to it. Bullets maybe not so much, but don't, just stay
Maggie.
close and... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So, Maggie, you are in the park. Yeah, probably just after 4:00. And you see all these musicians, the people dancing. Is this the park you come to often?
No, it's not really in my neighborhood. Yeah, I would be wandering around and looking for anyone who's looking for me. I'm rather confused why they chose this place with all these people of all places they could have chosen.
As you're looking about, your eyes kind of fall on this group of people. In the middle of them, there's a clown dancing, a very small clown, like child-sized. It's a mask that covers the full head. It's got kind of showing a smile with blocky rectangular teeth and black slits for eyes, and it's waving a paper dragon about in the air. There's a kind of stuttery dirge that it's dancing to. Give me an int times 5, please. Roll. So your intelligence times 5. Roll it. First roll of the game.
What was it? Times 5?
Int times 5. So if you look on your character sheet, if you click on intelligence to roll, that should be it. There we go. A critical. There we go. First roll, we get a crit. It's an 11.
Critical success, just to point out.
Yeah, not a critical fumble. That would be much more funny. As you're looking at this dance and you see this little clown waving its arms, the people cheering around about it, you notice there's a form to its movements. It's tracing some kind of shape in the air. And you're looking at it and it's kind of in your head now. It's, you're quite good with that sort of thing anyway. It's in the whole shape of this thing is there for you.
It feels kind of weird the longer I look at it. It's
kind of worms its way in, and as you notice, you now have this. You could definitely draw it again if you want, maybe to make an interesting tattoo. You're not quite sure, but as you do it, the clown falls to the ground, and all the people disperse. But the clown's gone. This child-sized clown is.
Yeah. I shake my head. I mean, I don't know why it is stuck with me. I mean, it's weird and macabre, and I don't really get that kind of humor. Maybe I talk with the others. I mean, the shape, maybe they can make something creative out of it. The two people, like, they help me digest my thoughts when it comes to that. But for now, I have other things to focus on, I think. So I go on and keep looking around for maybe non-clown shaped things or people that could be of interest to me.
You turn round, someone bumps into you. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you keep an eye out.
Do you know what? I think I saw someone wearing the same t-shirt as you over by the fountain with the ducks. I mean, you really should see it's uncanny, the exact same t-shirt, and maybe you got it in the same place. And he just walks off away from you.
I look down at my black t-shirt without anything on it. I walk to the fountain.
Matthew, you're up from down from Miskatonic, seeing the big city. And you get to the park.
I look at the address on the paperwork I received. This ain't no damn courthouse. He looks down at the cab. Is this where the cab's driving off already? God damn it.
You hear a beep and a swear. Fuck you, buddy.
Welcome to fucking New York, buddy.
See? That's why I don't do voices. He does them for me.
Well, if this is where it says I'm supposed to be, he's looking around.
Since you reminded me how hot it is, you are sweating like fuck. It's basically going all the way through.
Oh, yeah,
suit.
he had a
Must be
suit
super
on for
uncomfortable.
court. He had a suit ready for court and everything.
Only because you reminded me.
So,
he's the part. You see the park's full of people.
He's got his bag that he was carrying with him that he had, he carries this kind of satchel with his notes and stuff he's studying currently in it as well. Now he's got his jacket off and he's just looking around. Well, this is where it says. They really are looking for me. They'll find it, but I'm going to go get something to drink.
The guy stops you. Sorry, do you have a light?
No, I don't smoke.
You're looking kind of hot, man. If you want to cool down, there's a really nice fountain with ducks. Just over there, you might just really nice place. You can get a drink there, sit down, chill out. It's kind of cool. And then he pulls out a lighter and lights his cigarette and walks off.
Thank you for being so informative. And why did you ask me for a lighter? And he goes and looks for a nice place. He's looking for a large soda. I mean, Matthew himself is kind of a shorter, chubbier guy, blonde, glasses. But he likes his soda.
Do you go towards the duck and the
well, if that's where he said there was something to drink over there, he'd head that way. So,
as you approach, you see a young woman in a black t-shirt.
Looking around, confused for someone else with a black t-shirt on.
Exactly. Sorry, I was reading chat because I really should not have chat open while I'm things because I get too distracted. Anyway, so Nathan, Ellen, Noah, you head into the park. Nathan, the meeting place is at this fountain.
All right.
And as you approach, you can see in the row 20, you can see a picture of the guy you're meeting.
Okay. I'm gonna lead them kind of on a circular motion just so I can actually see what's going on.
Yeah.
First.
You notice Marcus approaching two people. So shortly before the meet time, bumping into one and chatting shortly with the other. Obviously, These are the friendlies that are being pointed towards the meet.
All right, looks like we've got company. Let's just get this done and get the hell out. And then maybe we can go see the library. I hear the New York Library is amazing.
All the books.
So I'll start heading that way slowly while the other two are talking to Marcus.
When you get there, the other two are arriving. Maggie first looking about for someone in a black t-shirt. Then a very sweaty professor. And finally Marcus himself. Good of you to come. And he shakes your hand, Nathan.
Just kind of swallow his hand in mine. Good to see you, Marcus.
Agents.
It's been a while.
Nods to Ellen and Noah. And Professor Silver, Miss Abella, thank you for coming.
Why are we here? Like,
Why
what
am I
is
here? This is what's this court?
You both agreed to help the agency in times of need, yes?
Oh, that's what that was for. I forgot. Yeah, okay.
Sure, but like, what about some information? Could you make this less cryptic?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, why here in the
Nathan, he
park?
gives you a look, raises an eyebrow.
Just trust in the system. Let the man talk.
Nathan, he hands you a leather valise.
Okay.
Here's what's happening. On the 4th of June, a woman called Abigail Laura Wright was reported as missing. The New York police took over the investigation, and one of our friendlies in the department pointed something in our way. When they searched the women's apartment, they came across, let's say, an occult symbol that is of interest to the agency. We would like you all to go in, catalogue the apartment, everything, and if you see anything that seems to have an unnatural influence, then we want it stopped or destroyed. The woman's been gone for 2 months. We don't think there's much hope of finding her.
Wait. You just want us to destroy the evidence and not help the woman that went missing.
We want you to find the evidence.
You expect me to that's grad student work.
You actually hired this one?
Fine. We agreed to it. Family obligations.
This is very important. This would not have been sent to us if there was much chance of it not being relevant. We don't like things like this to get out into the wild. Your job is to look for it, find it, bring it back to us, or destroy it.
What was the symbol you saw?
You don't need that information.
You called me here for my expertise.
Your expertise in what is currently in the room, not what was already found. That has already been dealt with.
How has the NYPD been involved?
The NYPD was involved up until the let me see. The NYPD is still involved. They, due to manpower and this incredibly hot summer, they've not had much chance to investigate it. It's a missing person. So they've only been in the apartment a couple of times, as far as I know. They've not had enough to actually catalogue the mess, is probably a polite way to put it, that they found.
Is it in this document that he's given me, is there any stuff on Abigail?
Yes, you see, I think I showed you in the, what do you call it? There is the New York Post article about her being missing. Missing artist prompts new fears in Kip's Bay. It was a bit of a long read, so I don't know if I should read it or
no, I can
just give you the cliff notes. Yeah,
yeah. Unless you want to share it with chat.
Everyone has it. Everyone should have it.
Okay.
Are the people watching a highlight of it? How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I was wondering.
Yeah.
For those who knew artist Abigail Wright, her disappearance from Kits Bay Co-op around June 4th is a mystery. Authorities have been frustrated in their efforts to find the young woman, last seen near her apartment at East 32nd Street and 2nd Avenue. According to a source familiar with the case, early leads have collapsed. A month on, Chief Detective Graham Giradanda says NYPD is no closer to locating Wright. The source also said a strange and disturbing collection of items has been found in Wright's apartment, including medical supplies, books, and machinery. Wright's neighbours maintain that all was fine with her, and nothing indicated that she was in danger or planning to leave. Her apartment was locked from inside. A rise in break-ins, muggings, and assaults in the neighbourhood prompted youth leader Anthony Scott to comment, "It is well known in the neighbourhood that after 5 p.m, the sidewalks roll up and the police are nowhere to be found, particularly on foot." Scott said that people walking around after dark in the area are watching their backs, or should be.
All right. So we've got some extra activity around the area. Rules of engagement out here? Just, I don't want to be...
Keep it quiet.
Keep it quiet. Does she have any family we know of?
Her dad is a policeman out in Nassau County. He's beside himself.
He hasn't hired any extra private investigators
No,
that
he
we're
hasn't.
going to be stumbling over.
No. The police, the MIPD did get the FBI involved. Her credit card was used out of state.
Yeah.
Because I forget it.
Do you have a spare key, set of keys to her apartment, or are we?
In the valise, you'll find set of keys. You have fake ID for all of you. For the three of you as FBI agents. For the other two as consultants.
Okay.
The address in the McAllister building. And a Polaroid photo of Abigail herself, which I'll also put in. Written on the back of it is Wright A, 1st of June, 94.
Okay. Anything else?
So again, we want you to investigate the location, determine whether or not there is any unnatural influence.
And then follow any leads if there are.
Yes.
Got it.
So if we find her, we will help her. This is not just about destroying things and getting rid of stuff.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. We'll be as helpful as we can be. Don't you worry. I start handing out the fake IDs.
Ben, I'll leave you to it. Get in contact if you found anything. And he shakes your hand again, Nathan.
Watch your back, Marcus.
You know it.
All right. Looks like we've got something to do.
Can we hurry it along and maybe we can I can catch the flight tonight out of here?
Oh yeah, don't you worry, Matthew. We'll get you set right up. I'm sure nothing will happen when we get to this lady's apartment.
You're having way too much fun with this. A woman's missing. Come on. What is this?
This is New York. There's tons of people missing. This is where you go to disappear. And we'll find her. Don't worry about it. I'm sure we'll find her or something of her.
Classy.
So shall we go for coffee first, or do we want to go straight to the apartment?
Definitely need something to drink, as he's sweat seeing pouring off of him.
Yeah, we can.
Yeah,
we can do a little powwow, get to know each other.
I guess. Where do we file the expense reports? Would be my question then.
You've got to be a university professor, don't you?
Well, yes. I occasionally
your expenses would be covered within reason.
Yeah. Don't worry. I'm sure. I'm sure we have an amazing per diem. Don't worry about it.
Good, because there are some nice restaurants in town I'd like to try out if we're going to be in town.
All right. I look at Noah. Don't just let it happen when it happens. I'll lead over everybody back to the Starbucks, and I'll buy a round of iced coffees this time, especially for Mr. Sweaty.
And that's what's written on the cup, Mr. Sweaty.
Mark, I want to find, now that we know that this girl Abigail is a painter, I think.
An artist, yeah.
It's an artist. I wanted to dig a little bit about her art.
Do you want to leave the others?
I want this. I mean, not at this moment, but I will tell the whole group. Look, the first thing I want to see is which kind of art this girl Abigail produced. Hopefully, the most recent type of art, and try to figure out if there has been some stylistic changes throughout time.
There's some information in the files that was given to Nathan.
Oh yeah.
So the sorry.
Yeah, I'd leave it for the group to go over. I'm not hiding anything.
Yeah, of course. No, it's me that I should have said about it. Yep. So Abigail Wright, 26-year-old Caucasian woman. She's a fairly successful artist. She was last seen 4 days before she was reported missing on the 4th of June by her father. Said Thomas Wright. He's a Nassau County police officer. He pulled some strings to get the NYPD involved right away. Abigail lived in Manhattan for 7.5 years. She only went to the police once in that time to do with a mugging in 1994. It's unsolved. She had a fairly distinguished academic record. An impressive list of credentials and former clients for her art. Last year, her first show was held at the Mercury, trendy art gallery downtown on Franklin Street. She sold 15 pieces, and with that money, she decided to take half a year off just to paint. 6 months later, she disappeared on, as best the authorities can guess, the 1st of June, 1995, when police entered the studio in the McAllister building at East 32nd Street in the Kips Bay neighbourhood of Manhattan on the 4th of June, 1995. What they found there was baffling. It was a modest apartment with something that had become an obsessive dream. Every available surface covered in junk, glued, taped to the walls. Only the floor remained clear, with the rug torn up to reveal a battered linoleum floor. Among the junk was found sets of dentures, partial dentures, a 1940s wheelchair, modern and antique artificial limbs, lots of clothes, briefcases, shoes, radios going back to the 30s. All of them, some of them were still working. Lots of jewellery, thousands of pieces of paper, and lots of different designs and structures, and even a college economics report in Farsi. All of the items were glued to the wall with fast-setting, cheap epoxy. Before this, Wright had been a fastidious young woman. She wasn't really one to gather things, to hoard things at all. There's no signs of struggle within the apartment. No signs of violence. None of the neighbours were able to offer any useful testimony. The detectives followed up several leads, but couldn't find anything. The apartment remained a crime scene, so it's still locked up, and was only visited 4 times by the NYPD, but only twice by detectives due to the backlog. 2 months later, sorry, this is a big expo dump because I'm an idiot. 2 months later, you got the 4th of August. Wright's credit card was used in Patience, Maryland, to purchase a pack of Old Gold cigarettes. Case was given to the New York FBI as a possible kidnapping. The FBI re-examined the tenants of the building and Wright's associates and friends and came to the same dead end, which stopped the MIPD. Employees at the gas station where Wright's credit card was used had no particular recollection of the transaction and did not recognise Wright from photographs. The signature was her name, but not her handwriting.
Sorry, where was the gas station?
That was in Maryland, Patience, Maryland.
With the previous investigation from the NYPD, is there a list of relatives, friends, contacts, anything?
Yes. Yeah, but it's basically what we've been through. It's her father, and then the other people within the building, and the other people in the artwork.
Okay, I take note of them.
Yeah.
And by this time, I've returned with all the coffees and settled in, trying to get to know the others. So, Magdalena, Matthew.
Correct.
Enlighten me.
Well, I guess you're the one who should enlighten us. I've been called here by you guys. So what am I to tell you now?
What she said.
What do you do? Why would they have called you? Because they don't just call people out of the blue. This isn't like a dating service.
I mean, if I knew why they called me, I would not be asking these questions. I just have I have a piercing studio. I don't have anything to do with your guys' work, okay?
So you're an artist, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. We're looking for a missing artist.
Look, I only got into trouble with you guys because I was trying to help a person.
Oh, you see, you buried the lead. How'd you get in trouble?
Don't you have files or something? Why do I need to tell you now all my history?
This is called conversation. I'm trying to get to know you.
I take a sip of that coffee.
So why don't you start, sir?
Sure. I'm an open book.
Yeah.
You didn't read from it.
Let's see. I did a couple tours in Iraq, shot a whole bunch of people, worked for our government. Sometimes. Now I work for this little group, helping people. Because that's what I do.
Government? What?
Well, government-ish, I would say.
Okay, that I understand. Well, I'm just I'm a professor of history at the university. I am curious on that symbols. I have some basic occult knowledge too that, you see throughout history. So I was curious when I wanted to know, do you know what that symbol is they were talking about? Because now he's got me curious. That's about the only thing worth interest so far anybody's talked about.
Well, I'm guessing we'll see that once we get to the place.
So can we hurry? Like I said, if I can catch the red eye, I can get home tonight.
Yes. No worries, Matthew. I'm sure we'll be able to accommodate you today. Because that's what we're here for. The missing lady aside.
Like you said before, there's thousands of them in this city, so.
Yeah. So, we'll grab a cab. Now that we all know each other and trust each other explicitly. Yes? Yes?
Allow me, Nate, please. Maggie? Matthew? How can I say this? Both of you, I think, know that there is dangerous people around the world doing nasty stuff, crazy stuff, a lot of crazy stuff.
Take a very long sip on my drink while you're saying that.
That I agree with, yeah.
There are very deranged people that believe things. Professor Silver, there are books, there are many ideas that you might consider have some kind of potential danger inside them. And there's people that follow them, that believe them, and that execute very dubious acts, crimes around that kind of stuff.
I understand that completely. And he has a knowing look in his eyes because of his past. You may or may not have read his file.
And Mrs. Abella, you know that there are a lot of people that confuse. Art is a very wide term, and it's also very wide what some people consider art, and some people consider very nasty and very dangerous things art. And mix this a little bit with what Professor Silver acknowledges, and you might have a very little glimpse about what we do. There are things, there are people, there are events that are so weird at first glance, but that are inherently dangerous. And there is a group of people like Mr. Gray, me, and Mrs. McCoy, and you, that have to sort this first before this goes out to the public and perhaps create a lot of confusion with people. We have to deal with these things first so we can manage, or the government manage.
About halfway through that conversation, Matthew's already just looking at the pictures and completely ignoring them.
Look, Mr. Belafonte, or whatever it was, like, I don't really give a shit about whatever it is your goal is here. I agreed to help you because I care about the people in the city. I care about people getting abducted for whatever reason. And if I have some skills to help you in that thing, then I'm happy to help you. But I will not be some mindless tool that you can use without asking any questions. So don't for a second think that that is what's going to happen here.
Oh, please, Mrs. Abella, ask all the questions you want. That's exactly what we need you do. Ask questions and try to look beyond what seems obvious. Really, that's why you are here in the first place.
Yeah, whatever you're saying. By the way, do you have a pen?
Of course.
I'm trying to remember. Before in the park, like, did you see those clowns? Like, when you were talking about art and like weird stuff, like something. I know it probably has nothing to do with this, but I want to get it out of my head, and I scribbled down the shape that has been keeping with me all this time.
Does
this tell you anything?
You're the only one that...
Yeah. Anyone looking at what she draws, please roll San.
Of course, because it's a clown.
It's not a clown. She's not drawing the clown.
It's the movement of the clown.
Yeah, the clown would be a harder roll.
Yes, that would. Yeah.
That's sanity. You just click on sanity. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do I get any bonuses?
No, you do not.
Ooh, a critical success. Yes.
Oh, somebody has a low San. Holy God.
So everyone passes. Wait a minute, you've not rolled yet, Karen.
Oh, sorry. I thought everyone except the person who drew it.
No, the person who drew it has to roll as well.
Yes. Sammy, I'm so sorry.
And you all succeed. Okay.
You're good.
Yes, it's just
No clown trauma.
no clown trauma.
This clown, are you the only one that saw it? No one else saw it? Just you? Like, was it calling to you, or was it?
There were clowns in the park. You were in that park, right? They did some weird dancing stuff. I don't know.
Oh, you see?
Haven't seen anything like that before, but
Already?
maybe that's just me. Maybe we should just ignore it and go to that apartment that we've been talking about, which was our actual job here.
Well, excuse me. You've already contributed. Weird, freaky clowns. Who knows? Maybe it is part of this.
Do I recall having seen clowns as I walked up to the same area towards her? No?
You
Okay.
did not, no.
I didn't see any clowns. You must. And I have a couple questions. Okay, you already answered. I apologize.
Sorry, yeah.
Go ahead.
I just got them too late.
So maybe these clowns are, maybe the symbol's related. If so, we'll come back to the park. But for now, let's go to the apartment, figure out what's there. Everybody's happy. Matthew can go home to whatever he does, other than sweat.
Well, he was
on yourself, Tim.
Yep. I just pointed out it's not winter in August here. So.
That's what you get for having facts.
But no, I figured he was dressed for, going to court. So he had the full suit, tie, everything on. So yeah, I can imagine him just sitting there just.
And I'll fall in.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll fall in beside, as we're going to hail a cab, I'll fall in beside Ellen.
So it'll be about 6 p.m. now.
I'm sorry about this. But don't worry. It's not normally like this, but usually
it's fine. If you remember correctly, I was the same way not that long ago as Maggie is acting, so it's normal.
I appreciate your understanding.
You don't hear that, Maggie.
While we are at this, I just give the look to Nathan, saying, "Really? Could you believe this is going to last just a couple of hours?"
No.
I'm in the other taxi, I take it. It's already 6 p.m., so I'm already suspecting the flight isn't going to be making the red eye.
I can get a red eye.
So if we go to separate or together, whichever. But yeah, we'll head right to the apartment.
I'm just figuring 3 people is about all you fit in a cab comfortably.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
Especially in August.
Matthew gets one to himself.
As long as I can turn in that expense report, he's fine with it. In fact, having worked it's oftentimes actually cheaper to rent a limo for the weekends in cities like that than it is to pay taxis, having worked years ago doing that stuff.
Yeah.
See, if it was Britain, you could have had a Hackney cab, that sits 5 people at the back with loads of room and everything else. Brilliant.
Cool.
Oh, yeah, minivans would have been around. They may have had some of those.
No, not minivans. A black Hackney London cab or Glasgow cab. They were awesome. But anyway, that's no more reminiscing. It's 1999, 1995 for fuck's sake.
Yes.
All right.
Anyway.
What's the neighborhood actually like as we're driving up? Is it affluent? Or is it run down?
It's not quite run down. As you look about, you get the idea that it's a shadier neighbourhood that was written in the paper doesn't quite fit. I mean, it's not most affluent, but it's the kind of classical brownstone buildings. There's a bit of litter about, but not many. Some kids playing about. It doesn't look like a particularly rough neighbourhood. Sorry, Noah.
Yeah, Mark. Just to be clear, what I understood of this girl Abigail is that she's young, she's a successful artist, so a very successful artist, isn't it?
No, she was having moderate success, and then just before so the year before, she sold quite a few paintings. The McAllister Building is actually owned by a company called Art Life. It's a company that supports up and coming artists.
Oh, so it's kind of like a commune. Got it.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. It's not like she had like a sudden grow of popularity of her art, and she had many customers and the thing. Okay.
No, she had one. What do you call it?
The 15, where she sold the 15.
Yes,
one successful
exactly.
showing or something, or a series or something. Yeah, okay.
Exactly. Yeah, she'd been doing fairly well, and then she had that showing at the Mercury Gallery, and there she sold 15 paintings, and that gave her enough to kind of set aside for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I recognize that quite well. you get you get a nice paycheck and then nothing. So.
And it goes really well. You're like, oh, I can get this, and this, and then a couple of weeks later, no, I bet I'm not. And it's just like,
you mean that isn't payday?
A question. Another question. Mercury Gallery, where is it?
Sorry, I have no idea, but I'll find
Mercury
out.
Gallery. It's very far from here.
It's not too far from the apartment, no.
Okay.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll get out of the cab and it's like, okay, which one is it? Can we hurry this up?
McAllister Building is fairly distinct. It was built in 1924, and it's kind of classic brownstone structure. But it was the commissioned by a fairly rich guy called Lundin, I think. I'll look up again in a minute. It's kind of faux castle design. So I think so. At one point, it would have been probably a very affluent area. It's got a fake portcullis that hang above large double doors. Artificial ramparts going round, so the windows on each floor. It's got the flooring is done the British way, the old style way, so it's not first, second, third. It's ground first and second. And there's a basement level as well. And that's not me that made that up because I'm British. That's actually in the book.
Well, that's not ominous at all.
Yeah,
nothing British is ever
taken from The Exorcist.
Basements are always safe, warm, fuzzy places, you know.
Okay,
so I'm in Austria, so yeah, we like basements here.
So everybody got their IDs. I would suggest you remember your names, your new names. That is, just remember when you're flashing the badge.
Okay.
Confidence is 90% of it.
I will follow your lead.
As you, yes. So you two would notice as you get out of the taxis, there's an unmarked police car sitting outside with a fairly tall black guy leaning against it and just screams cop at you. As he sees you all arrive, he comes over and holds out his badge.
Oh, he's actually approaching us. Great.
Hi, I take it you're who the FBI sent. Names Girodonda. Oh, my God, I can't remember names.
Yeah, what's my fake name? Knight?
Knight.
Yeah. I'm Agent Knight. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, shakes your hand, reaches out to each of you in turn.
I hand him a coffee. Yeah, I'm going to hand him one of the coffees. Because I probably would have suspected that there's going to be a cop around.
He smells at it. Thank you. Knocks it back. Really glad you're all here. This has really stumped us, and I hate leaving a case dangling like this.
I hate that you have to stand out here in this heat.
I thought it better to welcome you rather than just letting you get here to no one. You got the keys, yeah?
Yeah, we got the keys right here. Do you want to come with us? Do you want to stay down here? Do you want to take a break?
No, I'd rather not go in there again. I just wanted to, say hello, say thank you for you taking over.
Sorry, what was his name again? Nathan would know.
Gina
but
Donda. I've forgotten because something. Hold on. I've even got a picture of him, but I'm not going to load it in. Give me a second. There we go. It is Detective Giradonda. Seems very, very open, very.
A few places near you. The first
Oh my God! Sorry.
Azani Redondo Nitro at Nova Zamaka 1.
Technical difficulties too.
Fucking hell, that has never happened before.
At least it wasn't your porn tab, you know.
That's always a mute. I don't want to hear that shit. That goes to the Bluetooth speakers in the living room.
The game is already cursed. Here we go.
Fucking hell, man. Yeah, it obviously likes the name Giradonda, which I probably shouldn't say again. But anyway, yeah, he seems like a very affable sort of guy. His suit's kind of, you know, you can tell he's been wearing it for a while, but it's fairly well kept. And he does seem genuinely pleased to see you. It's not, it's not sizing you up or anything. He's really just here to thank you and hand over the investigation. But if you need anything, you can contact me. Hands you his card.
Appreciate it.
If we can get our dad some sort of closure, really appreciate that he's one of us.
If we find anything, don't worry, you'll be the first to know. Because
thank you.
I mean, you guys laid the groundwork. We'll see if we can help build on that.
He looks at the building. Just wish we could have done more. Be careful of the one up on the, what they call it, the second floor of Van Fitz. She doesn't like cops. She really doesn't like cops. So she can be a bit prickly if you need to talk to her.
Got it. Appreciate it. And we'll head inside. Anybody?
He nods again and goes back to his car.
Anybody want to volunteer to talk to the crazy girl?
No problem. Doesn't sound too crazy to me not to trust cops.
Well, I concur.
They can understand between themselves perfectly.
When you enter the building, you see it's not exactly the cleanest. It's kind of lots of mail and stuff littered about. You come in through the doors, and you have the mailboxes over on the side of the wall, and then a long corridor. Abigail's apartment is on the ground floor. So you would just go through. There's 11 apartments in the building total. So on the ground floor and the first floor, there's 2 on each side, and then on the second floor, there's 2 and 1.
Does it look like the police have already gone through her mail? Is there a mailbox?
Our mailbox has started to fill up again. They've not been going, they went through it at the time, but since then, it's all the junk mail and stuff's been accumulating.
Okay, I'll grab that mail before we get to her door.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, fire exits, other exits that we can see. Just thinking about if Abigail has just run out, that she disappeared by herself because she was scared of something, or if she was kidnapped in the case, which will be the best route for a kidnapper to get her out, if that was the case.
Well, she's on the ground floor, so the window right in her apartment could have been taken from, but there was no signs of forced entry there or force at all. The apartment was locked from inside. The windows were closed and locked from inside. Is this uploading? I am sharing the floor plan with you if it uploads. There we go.
Okay.
There we go. So there's the floor plan.
All right.
Hopefully there's nothing secret on it because that'd be bad. But yeah, so her apartment is at the bottom to the right. All the apartments are fairly similar. They've all got like a kitchenette, a separate small bathroom, a large kind of living area, it's a bedroom, living room. Some of them have small nooks or like cupboards.
Okay.
I love first episodes there, Curtis, because they fucking suck. Yeah. As you get to her door, you see that it's still got the tape over it saying crime scene. Just out of
Careful.
curiosity, who has the highest search?
Me.
We've got 60 for Noah. 20 for...
Yeah, mine's only 20.
Oh, that's right. I adjusted things. I don't have it that high anymore.
That's all right. Okay, so that would be Noah with 60 then.
I'm also tied with 60 too.
Oh, both you 60, excellent. Wait.
Wow, the whole second floor is empty.
Yeah. There's whole second floor is empty. There were 5 with people in it, and now there's 4.
Just curious, when we get into the building, there are some like rent or something that advises that those apartments are for rent or for sale or anything?
No, nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing at all.
Quite
There is
interesting.
the phone number of so there's a thing up for Art Life saying that they manage the building and inquiries to blah blah blah.
Just to make note of it, was there any sort of security doorman locks that just
None
open
whatsoever.
just keys to open the doors to
Just
get into the
keys to open
building?
the door,
Okay. And separate one for front door and apartment. I'm just
Yes.
to get that. Okay. All right, that makes sense. Well, can we hurry this along? Somebody open the door.
You got some real patience issues, Matthew.
Well, I know. It's just because I didn't want to be here in the first place. I actually got some new research that I'm actually digging into. So, but
We don't want to keep you from that. Open up the front door.
You open the door and the smell of this glue hits you.
Oh, yeah, like epoxying.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fairly very strong. You go in and you see there's not one part of the walls that are clear. There's things stuck everywhere. You can see some things have been torn down and it's kind of ripped into the wall a little bit. It's all up there so much that the police haven't been able to take it down because it would destroy everything. They've not had the time or the opportunity to go slowly enough to do so. Just inside the door, you see a box marked as evidence. FBI White Plains, Right A, 10th of August 95. Inside, there's 4 Polaroid cameras, 100 packs of film. That'll allow you about 800 photos. There's latex gloves, evidence bags, stickers, sealing tape, and a manifest list to keep a note of everything that you then put in it. Since you're so worried about time, Matthew, can you give me either an int times 5 or a bureaucracy, please? There you go. Success and intelligence with 76. You can tell this is going to take at least 2 or 3 days with all of you working full tilt to get through this.
this is going to take fucking forever, and I didn't bring any change of clothes. God damn it.
Well, I'm sure the hotel's got a place that you can wash up. I don't, I'm not an artist, but I know
Nobody-
art when I see it.
Nobody light a match or a fire. I'm afraid it would blow up with this fumes in here. Oh, man. Matthew heads to open a window if it's possible.
The windows are glued shut. The thing's glued onto them as well.
That's what I was afraid of.
You can open it, but you need to give me a...
Oh, he's not going to pry. He's not a man of strength.
I would say no, strength would probably be the wrong way to go. I would say dex times 5.
That shocks me.
There you go. You're able to kind of move the epoxy a little bit, just shifting it until it cracks. Then it opens. The hot, warm air comes in from outside. The smells of the street mix with the epoxy. It's not sure if it's better or worse, really.
I'm thinking more breathability, fumes from glue, you know.
Isn't what you're doing right now destruction of evidence or something? Like we shouldn't touch these wall things here, right?
Yeah, but you want to breathe this stuff all day?
I don't think this helps all that much, but okay. Sure. You
the smell's not better.
Professor, you know what you're doing. You know how to handle artifacts or whatever the fuck is you do.
This isn't artifacts. These are glues. I mean, this is put on yesterday. This is a true artifact.
Well, and in 50 years, it's an artifact.
Yep.
Mark, I want to do something. I want to take a little stroll, a little walk around the apartment with a premise in mind. There is method in madness. Okay? Mm-hmm. There is a lot of madness here. I want to figure out something about all this stuff. This has to be glued in the walls or in the carpet or with a purpose. I want to stroll a little bit, try to see the things a little bit from perspective, try to figure out, okay, if this is a gallery, a personal gallery or something, what's the meaning of all this? What did she want to portray with this?
Give me a search roll, please.
Search? Okay.
Yes, please.
Just give me a second. Search. There you go.
Oh, first fumble of the game. The 66. You see nothing. This whole thing is just too much at once. It's also overwhelming. Yeah, you can see where things have been cracked and ripped, but you're not even able to pick out any of the single things. There's just so much going on in your head there. In fact, you start to feel a little bit nauseous due to the fumes.
Oh, Mrs. Avella, Professor Silver.
Yeah.
I have an idea in mind. There is method in madness. Would you agree?
Oh, madness brings its own insight.
Okay. I personally believe that all of this must have some meaning, any kind of meaning. I'm not saying it. I'm not an artist. I don't have that kind of soul, so to speak. Would you help me?
Well, let's look through what everything's here, and then we can start. They got the images. They took pictures, correct? Is that what's in that folder? Okay,
sounds fine to me.
No, you have to take pictures.
We have to take the pictures. Yeah,
there's cameras there for you to take pictures.
Yeah,
catalog everything.
Other things that are there, Mark, are there books? I mean, you've gone through the glued stuff everywhere, but what else?
No, most of the stuff, everything that was loose has kind of been taken out already. Yeah, but there's like books glued onto the wall.
Okay, I was just thinking what else was in the room besides stuff glued, so I'm just going to start that I can do. well is a whole
Mark.
total.
What was that?
25.
25.
Nice.
25 under 60. Then what shall we go with here? You're going through, you're saying, talking about bigger things. And there's one thing glued to the wall about backpack size. It looks like a walkie-talkie. Like an old one. Does anyone have military science? 30 above? Much?
20.
Military science.
20? Give me a roll then, please. At plus 20.
None at all.
Success.
Nice.
That's excellent. You would recognize this as a World War II SCR 300 walkie-talkie, so a backpack one.
Oh, now
It's been glued onto the wall.
that's peculiar.
What I've been wondering is how did she get all this stuff in here? Is there
Yeah.
any notes about her
Some-
bringing stuff in? They said she was locked in for days, if I remember the reference.
No, I didn't say it was locked in for days, just that the apartment
Okay.
was locked from the inside.
Oh,
When
okay,
they
excuse me.
found, when they found it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we're asking, or did any of the interviews that they did to the people outside where they're saying she was bringing stuff in or out? I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, some of this stuff is worth some money. Just, I mean, even World War II artifacts like this. So,
Ellen, you're a nurse. Did you do any psychoanalysis in your training?
Little.
Is this crazy or is this just inspiration around us?
You can give a roll if you want. If you have a skill, roll that. If not, can meet in times 5.
I have psychotherapy as one of my
How high is it?
70.
70? All right, okay. This is just crazy. There is nothing here that there's nothing that you can discern gives any sort of actual structure to it. You can follow it around, you think, oh, maybe, and then it just kind of splits into it. This is a split in reality, whatever's going here.
looking around just historically or anything, is there any reference to a specific era in
No.
history? Okay.
Going through all of history. Well, everything that she's able to get her hands on.
Yeah, understood. I just was making sure there wasn't something specific time period type thing.
Silver,
No.
you said the walkie-talkie thing was from World War II?
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of the old backpack ones that they used to use in the field.
I mean, I don't really care about that, but how would she get one of those things?
Old surplus. Maybe found something down under the streets. I mean, we got, New York used to have a whole bunch of military bases under it.
I flipped the on switch.
Yeah, tell Dallin we need him. Yeah, Eggster's on the phone. Then it crackles.
Interesting. What? Can you repeat that, Mark? Didn't quite catch all it.
It said, tell Dallin that we need him. Exeter is on the phone. And it crackles again. India Moon. Repeat, India Moon.
Interesting. It seems to be picking up some, still working.
Does this sound like a numbers station, or is this actually somebody talking?
It sounds like somebody talking.
Yeah.
I'm looking for something else. No.
Are any of the medical supplies still there, or have those been taken when they first?
No, there's still some stuff up on the wall. Like there's, you can see a really old stethoscope, probably from the late 1800s. Hold on a wee second. You also hear then, get the yellow paint.
The fuck.
I'm assuming that was the player.
Yeah. I just have a look at yellowish paintings and such, and a chill runs down my spine.
What's that even supposed to mean? Wait. Like, what are we picking up here? Some police car transmission? What?
We're probably picking up somebody's cell phone or something basic like that. I think, they're kind of new and they don't really block them with the radio channels, I guess, now.
These are usually connected to another unit, and it's close.
Have you seen it? Have you seen it? And then it crackles again and goes dead.
Yeah, the player just shuddered.
Oh, that was interesting. Well, let's keep looking. I give it.
Yeah, what's
better? I was going
Do I
to grab a
know the
Polaroid and
range?
start taking.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Do I know the range of these radios? Roughly?
I'm sure you would, but I don't. But it'd be fairly far, a couple of kilometers at least, I would think.
Okay, so it could be anywhere in the city.
Yeah, but it was different voices. Sorry?
Based on the information that was provided, is there any indication that she has had mental issues or mental breakdowns in the past?
Nothing at all. She was everything you've had up to now. She was a very well-adjusted, intelligent, competent woman. She was really making. That her mother died when she was quite young, but there's never been any sort of. There's never been any sort of sign that anything was wrong with her. She's always been a positive person. She's worked really hard. She's done, never let things get in her way. It would seem like a very big surprise to anyone who knew her that something might happen like that, to snap and go off the rails. The police are unsure whether it was her or whether it was someone going after her or something else. There's no real way to tell. Like things like the epoxy mess with fingerprints and things like that. So there's no real way for them to tell who did it.
Was there any current artwork she was working on that they had recovered, or it's still in the apartment?
None.
And she's also never used epoxy as a medium for her art.
Not as far as I know.
Well,
since I'm the handler, no, she didn't. She never used it.
I'm going to grab a camera and start taking pictures. Each section, he's going to go into his professor mode. And okay, starts breaking down. This is section A1, section A2, going into archaeology kind of mode.
Maggie,
how long would you say we've been here?
Yeah. About
hour, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maggie,
So
you want to take over the photos?
Outside.
Yeah. You want to take over the photos?
Sure.
You've
can you
got
show me
the
how
eye for
everything
it.
works, or?
Yeah.
Sure, then I will take photos.
Yeah, since you probably got the eye for it.
I don't know. Do you know what I do? Do you know what piercing is? Like that's that shit,
Hey!
right? I take a needle and pierce holes into people.
That means you got an eye for detail.
He probably's done the same thing.
Of course.
But the ones he make are unlikely to grow over. Close over. That's it. So what's the plan? You're in the apartment, you've already found a creepy walkie-talkie.
Continue investigating would be my plan. Checking rooms, checking, any cabinets, drawers, taking things out, knocking on
Things
the
in cabinets
wall.
and drawers are all gone. Yeah.
Trying to open the books that she's got taped, see if there's any reference, what they're about. See if we can find a
There
pattern.
you need to give me
like
another search roll. But this will then take some time, so you can give me this and we'll see what everyone's doing.
Okay.
Yeah, you go.
I rolled a
Is that another
38 for
success
search.
then?
Yes.
Thank you very much. Right, let's see what other people are doing first, and then I'll come back.
Yep.
I would like to go and talk to the neighbors.
Okay.
See if there's more information we can get out of them that the police don't already know.
So on this floor, there are what do you call it? Sorry, there's 3 on the ground floor, not on the second floor. On the ground floor, there is right next to Abigail, there's Roger Caron. He is an author, and diagonally across is Thomas Manuel, who's another artist, another painter.
I'd like to go talk to Thomas first.
Okay, are you going alone or?
I'll go with Ellen because I don't want anybody going alone.
Ah.
Right.
Okay.
Both of you give me a search roll, please.
Since we got the eyes for detail in the apartment right now, I'd
Yes.
rather have Noah.
I'm with the professor.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I wouldn't let him out my sight either.
Yeah.
The fumes are getting to him as I sit here sneezing in real life. So,
See, there you go. Method. Nathan, Ellen, give me a search roll, please, both of you.
Oh, right.
Failed. I got what I did.
Failed 72 over 20.
Yeah, my search sucks. Yeah, my search
94
is
over
even
20.
worse.
Okay. So you two head along the corridor towards Thomas's apartment. And we're saying now it's what, just after 7 o'clock?
Yeah, so chances are, although it's still light out, with considering the buildings, it's probably starting to get dark.
It's starting to get dark. Sun's going down. I checked him. Sun goes down about 7:13 at this time of August.
Woohoo! That's professionalism, people.
Thank fuck for
What
Google.
lunar phase do we have currently?
Yeah.
It won't start me one. Okay, so you just knock on the door.
You wanna lead this?
Yes, I will knock on the door.
After a moment, kind of peeks open. Yes?
Yes. Hello, I am Agent Natasha. I am following up on the case of a missing person, Miss Abigail, right?
Laura, yes. I know. I've told them. I'm glad you're here again because they never listened to me. She ran off with that bloody salesman. He opens the door a bit more and he's standing there, the t-shirt and shorts. Hispanic man, about 26 years old. The encyclopedia salesman lives up on the 6th floor.
And they ran away. I'm Agent Knight, by the way. Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah, Thomas Manuel.
And you
I
saw
told
them.
them. Yeah, they had the going away party in the smoking lounge. The end of May.
And that's local? I mean, we're from out of town.
No, on the 4th floor. Upstairs. Yeah, she must have figured it out.
Wait, what
She's
up?
got to move on. No, how she can move on.
Like out
She's
of
gone
New
off
York?
now with the others. No.
No, you see, yeah.
She's moved upstairs with the no good account there. The salesman, what do you call him? Who needs a fucking encyclopedia? It's 1995.
Well, I mean, it's always nice to have something on your shelf.
And you see in just buy them. There's nothing on the shelves at all. No art, anything.
I'm going to let Ellen continue the conversation since she can detect the crazy person.
So are you going to go up and find her? Because I don't think she's safe with that guy. He's a real dirtbag.
You said she ran away with him, but is there a reason why? From what I'm getting, her and her father seem close. Is there a reason you might theorize as to why she wouldn't inform her father of?
I don't know. She's decided, well, she's able to move on. They moved upstairs. Why she went with that dick, I don't know.
Why didn't you move on? Right. You seem
I don't
so
know how
grounded.
to yet. Not found my way yet. But when I do, I'll move on past 6th. All the way up, baby. He smiles and taps his fingers against the door.
I look at Ellen. Yeah, okay.
You can give me a human roll if you want.
All right.
Both of you.
Ho! Those are some rolls, people.
With a 7 under 60 and a 9 under 60.
Damn.
It's the double
He
team.
definitely believes what he's saying. He's not nervous about speaking to agents or anything. He's being very, very honest. He's very agitated, but not in any way kind of lying or trying to hide something. But I'm going to need to go. I need to go downstairs and do some painting. This is getting me all worked up. If you see Laura, tell her I said hi, and she should leave that bastard.
All right. We're right on that, sir.
Yeah, make sure they never listen to me. You've never listened to me before. Listen to me this time.
Oh, we're listening to you. Just trust me. We hear you.
Thank you. Good night. He closes the door.
All right. So, how crazy is that?
I will
Somewhere
ask
between.
you both for one more search roll, by the way,
Okay.
before
Is
you
that-
discuss.
Yeah. I got to increase my search.
Oh fuck no!
Just a reminder every time
There
you
we go.
Yes.
just a reminder every time you fail, you check. Don't forget.
Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
If you fail the skill, you check. That's how you then improve it.
Thank you.
As you turn to walk away, you start to speak to Ellen. Your foot kind of rubs over something, and something you've used before. It's a wire.
Like a
Going
tripwire?
under the carpet. No. It's a wire
Okay.
for data transfer. Well, audio.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're in 1995.
Yeah, baby.
All right. I'll pull out my little flashlight and start trying to follow it. And as I'm following it, I'll look at Ellen. So, how crazy between batshit and just moderately kooky was that guy?
He was on the border of batshit. But I think he may know something in that jumbled mess of what he was trying to explain.
Yeah, I kind of got I don't know, maybe it's just me, kind of a death cult kind of vibe from him. End of me, moving on. Or is it just me?
It's I agree.
See, see, I appreciate you, Ellen. You're making me feel good. I don't feel like I'm losing it, so thank you. It'll continue following the wire. If you want to go back to the others.
She'll just like follow him. What are you doing?
So I'm just pulling the wire up, going along.
Yeah, I'll just if it can I see like the indent under the carpet or
Now that you know to look for it, you're able to follow it, and it takes you all the way back to Abigail's apartment,
Oh.
going from Thomas's. So the other three, Matthew, Maggie, Noah, what are you doing? Oh, you got a search roll before, didn't you, Matthew?
Yes, he did.
He did indeed. What does Matthew find this time?
He was searching through the books and other things, trying to figure out what was books kind of she had taped to the wall and see if there was any, excuse me, not taped, adhered to the wall. So.
Wait, and I will give you another handout as you are going along, looking through all this waste. There's like receipts there. There's cutouts from newspapers, photographs. There's album covers. There's bits of vinyl stuck onto the wall, and you manage to come across something that you might recognize. Hold on till I edit this, because
Yep, take out the secret password.
Exactly. I need to give you something that will actually fit your character because I'm being nice to you now for once. Don't get used to it.
Please don't. I will.
I know. You'll get to feel uncomfortable. When this uploads, yes. So you now have in row 20 an image, which is a torn sheet of paper inscribed with an occult symbol in golden ink.
I will attempt to peel that off carefully.
As you do so, all of you, even outside of the apartment, to a lesser extent, hear a blaring noise. And since you've opened the window, you're able to see a car. You hear the blare of the horn. The car screeches in the brakes. And the car stops right in front of this, what looks like a homeless man with a large snake draped around his neck, just walking slowly across the road in front of it.
That's what we see looking out the window at our first floor here? Okay.
On the ground floor, yeah. Don't confuse me. I'm British.
Excuse me, ground floor, that's right.
Thank you. But only in this build. For some reason, this is the only building in the book where it does this. Everything else is normal. Well, normal for you. Yeah. Just saunters across with this massive snake wrapped around him.
Is he coming towards the building?
No, just walking across the road slowly.
Just to make note, what color is this snake?
Snake color. I don't know. Kind of greens and browns and
this is Call of Cthulhu. It's squamous.
Yes, squamous, exactly.
I was just making sure it wasn't yellow. That was a key.
Oh, there's big yellow stripe. No, there's no yellow one. Don't know why y'all think yellow is so important. Fuck's sake.
Because I saw the way Noah freaked out before.
Yeah, that's very Noah specific.
From where we're located, can we see or notice anything off about the way he's walking, or
you two don't see him? Sorry, you two are still in the hall. We run to the door.
Yeah, we just heard the horn.
Yeah. I would then. Well, it's New York, so big deal. And then I would go back to peeling off that label.
This is very true. New York in '95. Yeah, that's per the day.
Was fairly timid, actually.
I'm just glad he's wearing clothes. That's more what I hear.
I didn't say he was wearing clothes. I said he had a snake around his neck. Do not put words in my mouth, sir.
Don't put images in mine.
That's my job. Anyway,
not that image.
What's your occult score at?
Mine?
Yes.
My occult is 80.
Let me fucking go. Well, I will give you, if you want to read about it yourself, I can give you the website. The game actually has, just so I think the Impossible Landscapes has its own website for demonology, where you can look up all the demons throughout it. So I'll give you that after. But you see this as the seal of the demon person. There's a great king of hell being served and obeyed by 22 legions of demons. He knows of hidden things, can find treasures, and tells past, present, and future. Taking a human or aerial body, he answers truly of all secret and divine things of earth and the creation of the world at the behest of Baal. Person is depicted as a man with the face of a lion carrying a ferocious viper and riding a bear before him. There can be heard trumpets sounding.
Do I have to make a sanity roll?
No. Well, you think you should.
Only because I
Tell
just
me
made
why.
the connection. Why? Because
There you go, then you can give me a sanity roll, please.
Because
Not
the one I
everyone
just
makes
saw
it
at the window. I haven't made. I mean, I haven't made it
He's done.
verbal, but
Yep.
yeah.
Oh, there we go. That's a fail. Please take a 1 sanity from helplessness.
Only one? Where do I mark that again?
And since you didn't go insane from it, you can take 1 on the box for helplessness, so you can become accustomed to it.
Oh, there it is. Okay, helplessness.
So do you tell the others what it is? What do you do with it?
Well, this is a symbol about the demon Person. This is a demonic symbol. Person, yes. Person. Okay, but I two.
So you're telling us about this now?
Yeah, it's. He'll just quickly babble. Yeah, this is the guy's supposed to be a lion head and character with snake wrapped around him, but you know.
Since I was making pictures, I would have taken a picture of that guy on the street, just out of curiosity while I had a camera in my hand.
Yeah. When the camera in the picture comes out and it's developing, so the things, the exposure, there's nothing in the picture. Roll Sam, please. Ninety
All
or
right.
65. That's a failure. Please lose 1 sand from helplessness. We're off to a great start tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that a permanent or that's our current? Never mind. So I won.
Yeah.
There it is. 38. Oh no, that's the halfway. Sorry.
Okay, good. Yeah. Because that would be bad. Noah, what are you up to?
If that walkie-talkie made that strange sound or thing, how many objects or are there a lot of objects sound related? Not necessarily walkie-talkies, phones, radios, anything. I'm still trying to grab something about this whole thing.
There, not more than anything else. There's probably a hell of a lot more paper than anything else because that's the simplest thing to be on there. But there are quite a lot of things. Like there's a broken bit of a Walkman on there. There's a radio. There's a one of the old LED clock radios smashed against the wall, glued there. A couple of old Bakelite phones and things like that.
If there's one of those creepy cat tail thing clocks, I'm out. I'm done. I'm burning the apartment to the ground. Oh God.
Just trying to get another perspective about the thing. I'm trying to focus on another thing. Personal items. Like notebooks, like a phone book, the fridge, if there is like a sleeping table or table next to her sleeping bed, trying to see personal items.
Personal items are almost all gone. All that's left is the things that they really could not, would have taken too much effort to go through and catalogue all this. Yeah. All the personal items, anything that could really be case relevant that was easy for them to get to has already been taken out of the room. So anything on the wall could be seen to be personal. They might have tried to take it, or they might have missed it. There's a hell of a lot here.
Books. Her personal
There's
bookshelf.
No, there's all gone. Anything that wasn't stuck to the wall is gone.
Do we know where it went?
Yeah, it would have been some of the things have been given to her father, probably. Anything that was seen to be evidence would be at the precinct.
Okay.
One question. The demonic symbol that Professor Silver get, it was from where again? Like a piece
It
of
was stuck
paper
on the
or
wall.
something?
Yeah.
Stuck
A
in the
brown piece
wall.
of paper
Okay.
written in golden ink, yeah, stuck on.
Okay, I get to that thing again. It's a demonic symbol. Perhaps I know a little bit of occult, like something to help with an invocation or of something, or is it just like the symbol identifying some demon?
It's the seal of the demons. If there was something, like if there was some sort of ritual to call it, or whatever else, the seal would almost certainly be used in it. But it's also for identification.
By the way, which theology is person a demon of?
I am not sure. It's probably Christian of some sort. Because it's in the Ars Gracia, I'm pretty sure.
Thank you.
So not really Christian, but yeah, the occult side of that. Noah, you can give me another search roll, please.
Thank you. Let's see if I don't find it. Another search. Please. Damn!
You're going through.
Roll 20 hates me.
You know, everything that you're looking at just seems so mundane. Absolutely nothing to it. By this time, Ellen, Nathan, you're back at the apartment. Nathan, you followed this wire and you can see that it goes right up underneath Abigail's door.
I'll open the door, and yeah, like I said in the chat, I'm explaining to Ellen so she doesn't think I'm completely nuts what I'm actually following.
At the end, you find the microphone.
Oh.
So I think you would probably not have said anything the last little bit of the way.
Yeah.
Because Nathan would know not to be recorded.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'll just basically go to Ellen. And then I'll take out my notebook, walk into the middle of the room, kind of gesture to the others, and then write, "We are being listened to."
I will take the notepad from him and how do you know?
Microphone, and I'll point toward the...
Oh.
So I'll just basically
Maggie?
write...
Sorry.
Go, Maggie.
No, I was going to ask Maggie to give me a search roll, but you can keep talking while you...
So, when we wrap up, I think maybe we should go somewhere to just collect our thoughts, shall we?
Oh.
Maggie, you see, as they're talking, this is kind of out the corner of your eye. You notice something like a napkin. No, it's like a sheet, sorry, covering a napkin. And the window, now that it's open, kind of blows the sheet a little bit.
It's not on the wall.
No, it is on the wall.
Okay. Well, I will go up to it and take a look.
Give me a sand roll, please.
Oh, great.
I was actually hoping Patcho would get it first. God damn it. You're ruining everything.
Curse you, player.
Curse the good
Oh,
rolls.
Just a sheet of paper.
Yeah, you're
what
giving
should
the wrong
happen?
person bad rolls. Underneath that
VTTs
sheet
hate me,
is the-
usually.
Yeah, bastards, I tell you. Under this sheet is the sign that you drew in the cafe, the one that the clown was dancing.
It's the nap.
you guys over there, whatever you're doing, can one of you like check this out?
I'll go over there.
Who looks at it?
Like, that's
Who's
exactly the
Andy's?
same, right?
Yeah, it's definitely the thing she drew in the cafe.
Okay,
guess-
this is not just me. Like,
It's the actual napkin you drew it on, or a piece of paper, or is it just
No.
the same symbol? I'm just confirming.
is it
Make sure.
stretched into the wall or?
No, it's on onto a napkin. It's been drawn.
Okay. Yeah, this is weird. Like, I know I said this probably has. Like, should we talk about this outside?
Yeah, maybe we should just. I'm going to talk to the police officer, say that you can go home for the night, and maybe we can have some dinner. And
Did you
Well,
talk
he's
to the
gone. He
neighbor?
wasn't waiting on you.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Like, did you talk with all the neighbors? Like the girl that didn't want to talk with the others?
well,
We didn't talk to her, but we talked to Thomas, and he had some interesting things to say. But I think it's best if we discussed it.
yeah, Thomas is
not
just.
here.
Yeah, Thomas was very helpful.
Great.
Lovely guy, really, really
Like,
sweet.
good, smart and attentive and very
Really
attentive.
intelligent. Yes.
He gave us so much information. So our eyes are just going towards the
Mike.
So what do you do with the evidence that you've found? As the things you've taken from the wall?
I will keep the symbol from Pearson, or Pearson
You would
person.
keep it.
I'll
Roll
keep it with
stealth.
me.
Roll stealth.
Why would I have to roll stealth to keep it? Nobody else.
Well,
in
if
the
you don't
room.
want to roll stealth, then both Noah, Ellen, and Nathan are all going to see that you're trying to keep it.
Well, I'm keeping it for the group, not as a
Okay.
personal. I'm not like pocketing it to keep it for
So you're putting it in the evidence bag and putting it in the box.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm taking it with us, though, is what I'm implying. So it
Yeah.
isn't going to be left here or anything, along with all the pictures and cameras. I think we should take everything with us then, in case other people looking at the microphone.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do with the napkin, Maggie?
Oh, also rip it off and put it into the box. I mean, we're not in the
actually-
business of preserving anything here.
I'll pull out my combat knife so you can cut it rather than risk ripping it.
So you then look at it as well, Nathan. Give me a sand roll, please.
Son of a bitch.
That's what you get for being helpful.
Yep. Punished.
But yeah, everyone passes their sand rolls just to get at me.
No, I'll probably blow it. Yeah, that would be a 100.
Okay, that was unexpected. Run 1d4. In fact, no, you take
It's
4
roll
points of sand.
20.
Holy
You take 4
crap.
points of sand from the unnatural.
The goddamn clown! Oh,
Everything
man.
starts to feel melancholy. Really, you feel extremely sad for a moment. Yeah, it's
I
not
kind
just
of
that.
yeah, I remember
Sorry?
images of I remember images back in the desert of that thing ripping out of somebody's skull. So yeah.
That
Greg,
moves over
Greg, are you there? Like,
Not just that.
are you gonna give me the knife?
Yeah. I back up after giving you the knife. So what do I
You
roll?
want to share this image. You want you do it because you fumbled. You take the max 4 the sand damage.
Okay.
From helplessness. Sorry, from helplessness, not
Okay.
from the unnatural. But you want to share this. You need to share this with people. You want someone else to see it.
Yeah, then I'm sharing it. Sorry, it brought back memories of the desert and the thing that was there that ripped out of somebody's skull and took my team. We need to really get out of this room right now. And I'm starting to head for the door.
Right on your sheet, so add to your sheet somewhere, I have seen the yellow sign.
Okay. Woohoo! Yay.
Right, but you now have the feeling that you need to inscribe it or write it or paint it somewhere so that it will be seen by others.
All right.
And he has a knife in his hand. Whew.
No, fortunately, Maggie's going to take that knife away from me right now. Otherwise, I'm going to be carving it on someone.
See, this is the Delta Green I know and love.
What about the walkie-talkie thing? He points as Agent Knight is walking away.
We should let's leave it here until the morning. And
Sure,
I mean, you guys can do whatever. I need to get out of this room.
This is a
As
very
you head
weird
out-
moment for you to suddenly get all human and talk about whatever past trauma you've gotten.
Well, yeah, here, let me shut the window and I guess we should head out. These fumes seem to be getting to some of us.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
As you head out, Nathan,
Mm-hmm.
you hear a slight static and a whisper, "Have you seen it?" And that's where we'll leave it for tonight.
Oh, man.
I had a great night. Really looking forward to the next episode, which is in 2 weeks. So if you're watching here or watching on YouTube, come join us in Discord. Give us likes. Tell us what you liked. Tell us what you didn't like. Anything. We're really happy to hear from you. So from us, good night.
I remember the days, all those years ago that never fade away. And I remember your face when you hit the ground. I can recall the time and place on a midnight walk through the old streets, trying to turn back the clock to the days of old, back to the days when all the things we knew were made of gold. As the world moves on, time sings a song in the old neighborhood. As the clock strikes one, the memory lives just as it stood, like a quiet